1660 WFNZ, the franchise.
It's prime time. Pac-Man Brett Jensen coming to you live Wofford College, Panthers training camp. We appreciate a couple of guys stopping by, Jeff Otah, John Beeson, and the boys. And now I got some more guys in. So I tell you what, John Fox must have worked you guys hard today. We got Richard Marshall, DJ's dragging a little bit. The Rook, Mike Goodson catching everything out of the backfield. Guys, I appreciate you stopping by.
Appreciate it.
No, you're going to make sense. I'm worried about you, DJ. Seriously. It sounds like you've been running since 6 o'clock this morning.
I mean, it feels like it. We getting through it, though.
All right, I want to make sure. Richard's over there. You know, the seasoned vet now. He said he's got the nice bet. He looks like $1 million, not even sweating. You guys come here dragging like crazy.
That's because we have to shower.
Richard's already ahead of the game. He's worried about tomorrow. I'm going to talk about the rookie a second. Mike, how you doing, all right?
All right, man.
So this is not quite like College Station, is it?
No, a lot faster.
Yeah, a little quicker, I bet. But it's got to be fun for you because I know a lot of folks during the NFL draft when the Panthers were picking, they said, man, we don't need a running back. What in the world? We got those two great backs. Who's this Goodson guy? And in fact, even during the draft, I said, I don't know why they picked this guy. Yeah. But I know this much. Everything I read about is that you've really, really impressed a lot of people so far.
Yeah, man, I'm just trying to take it all in and learn as much as I can. I'm happy to be here.
Now, these guys giving you any help or they give you some grief because of who you are?
I get a little grief from Richard. Richard, he's on the other side of the ball.
Yeah, he's staring at you.
He helps me out a lot. And then other guys
my boy over there.
Now, what have you been getting? What kind of things you've been doing to help this guy a little bit?
Just little, routes, just how to step 1, 2, and, catch the ball. He can catch the ball. He has good hands for a running back. So.
For a back, right? He's not a wide receiver, but for a back.
Not yet. But he's a good back.
Richard, what about this guy, Dwayne Jarrett? Because I've been talking about this guy a bunch. This has got to be a breakthrough year for Dwayne Jarrett. We know about what Moose is all about, so hopefully Smitty's shoulder's good to go for week 1. But that third receiver is going to be critical. And, of course, Mike's hoping that he's going to be a guy that's going to be able to help out of the backfield. But talk about Dwayne Jarrett a second in terms of what you've seen with this guy that's different than you've seen the first couple years.
He's working hard. He's working a lot harder on the field and off the field, like in the weight room and stuff like that. He's out there running his routes harder, and he's making plays out there this year.
In terms of the defense, we just talked to Damian Lewis and all these guys and Beeson and so forth. From a defensive standpoint, a lot of fans are wondering, man, I can't wait to see what the Panthers defense looks like. Whole new philosophy. Of course, losing Chemo in the middle early is going to change things a little bit. But from you guys standing out there in the secondary, talk about the defensive intensity, the changes that the fans might be able to see, whether not be necessarily next week against the Giants, but when the regular season gets started with Philadelphia.
Our corners are going to be able to get our hands on receivers more often this year. They're going to see a lot of big hits. We could have had a lot of big hits on our own offense so far, but we got to let up because we need those guys out there playing for us. But we run into the ball. All 11 guys get into the ball this year, and we try to create turnovers.
Now, speaking of turnovers, everything I've been hearing about is when the offense is out there doing their dog and pony, the defense is looking to get the ball, and when they do, they're going 80 yards the other way for a score. I'm getting a sense that the offense is getting a little tired of the defense thinking offensive.
I think they do a great job, as far as the scheme that they play. It's kind of hard, running our plays against them because sometimes, most of the times it is scripted, but, I think they do a great job in, just the scheme and, when they get their big play, they take it 80 yards back down the field. So, that's a great habit to work on and, hopefully carry over to the game.
Richard, when we were having some fun with Jordan Gross and his kickball event the last 2 years, I remember 2 years ago, you and Steve Smith, you might be the two most competitive guys I've ever seen. Even in the kickball event, raising money for charity, you wanted a piece of his rear end. You weren't putting up with any nonsense.
Yeah, I compete in anything I do. That's something I've been brought up to do. So, anytime I get a chance to compete against somebody, especially Steve, because he's going to talk to you. you got to come with your best when you're going up against him. That's something I'm ready to do it all the time. So.
Well, we were speaking of the devil. We were talking about Jordan and his kickball. He just walked in here a second. But I never laughed so doggone hard in my life because Smitty was talking smack to you, and you're like, hey, you know what, let's just go play. And I was thinking, well, these guys are ready. They're having a good time. It's the off-season, raising a lot of money for Jordan's event. But no, you weren't messing around. You were there to kick his rear end.
Oh, yeah, Jordan put on that event the last 2 years, and we had the opportunity to go to it. And it's a fun event for us to go out there and just get back to the community, help Jordan Gross out. And like I said, we compete in everything we do.
All right, I'm going to ask you guys the same question I just asked Damian Lewis and John Beeson and Jeff Otaw. Give me the biggest surprise so far in camp. So for all the folks that are listening to this interview right now, thinking, man, I want to know what's going on with the Panthers, the biggest surprise so far, DJ, is what for you? Could be a player, could be you, could be a coach. You tell me.
And I'll say the weather.
The weather.
Yeah, the weather, I mean, you can't beat it. You know, it hasn't been too hot, you know, out here, you know, like the past 2 camps I've been in. But, you know, you have like 1 or 2 days it's pretty hot, but, you know, this camp has been pretty cool.
Spoken like a true Southern Cal guy. Richard, the biggest surprise for you?
Just the way Ron Meeks get on everybody. It's not just the backup guys or the rookies. He get on the starters and he get on the big name guys, and that's something that, you know, we need around here, for somebody to get on everybody, not just certain guys. And he let everybody have it when you messing up or when you're not running to the ball. He let you know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he really.
You're switching. You're going from the weather to running. Good answer, DJ. All right, Mike, what do you think? As the rookie, what's been the biggest surprise?
Mine would be coming from college, just watching the way these guys work. I mean, it's an everyday deal. Coming in, being in your playbook, doing it on the field, off the field, in the weight room. I mean, I just got some good examples in watching these guys. So the way they work, it's been the biggest surprise for me.
Well, you've been a pleasant surprise so far. Everybody's talking about you, which is a good thing. I know you guys will get some rest, go back to those comfortable rooms and everything else, and get ready for that 2-a-day again tomorrow. We appreciate you stopping by, and again, stay healthy, and we'll see you for Philadelphia, all right?
All right, appreciate it.
You got it. There's Richard Marshall.